I just got paid this past Friday, December 5th. So that means today is a cash stuffing video. I will be cash stuffing $360 into my sinking funds. So if you love cash stuffing videos like I do, why don't you sit back and relax and let's get this cash stuffing video started right now. All right, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Chris. This is Budgeting Just Because, where we discuss all things budgeting related as it relates to reaching our financial freedom that much smarter and that much faster. And in today's video, like I said, we will be doing a cash stuffing of my sinking funds. This is from paycheck number 1 of December that I got paid December 5th. We will be cash stuffing $360 today. So let me count it and make sure it is all here. And I got change. No budgeting roulette today. I don't have time for it. We got a lot of stuff to do. All right. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, all accounted for. All right. So how are you guys doing with your wrap ups for the end of the year? Are you finishing up your cash stuffings? Are you counting to see where you are? That's typically what I begin to do around this time. Around this time, I start doing the wrap up of the year, see how much I was able to save, start putting money in the bank, just moving money around. This will probably be my last cash stuffing video of the year, because at the end of the year, if you've been watching my channel or if you're new, I like to go through and count how much I was able to save and do a wrap up at the end of the year. So stay tuned for that. But today we will be cash stuffing my priority binder and my business binder. So let's get started with my priority binder. I'm also going to flash across the screen just to show you guys for those categories that I have a high yield savings account, to let you know how much is in the bank and how much we have today in our envelopes, just so you can get a feel of how much I have in total. Someone did ask me, which bank do I use for my high yield savings account? I use Capital One. The reason I use Capital One is because my credit cards are with Capital One. So I just like to have everything all together, one-stop shop. So when I open up my accounts, I can see my credit card balances and my high yield savings account. Another reason I use Capital One for my high yield savings accounts is because they let you open up to 25 savings accounts, which is good. And then each individual savings account, you can assign a beneficiary to each one. So I like that setup. So that's one of the reasons why I use it, and it pays great interest. So let's not forget that. So today we're going to go ahead and get started with Mini Me. She is going to get $30 today. And yeah, I need to do a cash unstuffing and get this in the bank. I would really like to do that before the end of the month, because the savings accounts pay interest on the 30th or the last day of the month. So I need to get this in the bank so I can get that balance in there and get that interest. So stay tuned for that. So this is how much is in her account in Capital One, and in the envelope she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 770, 70, 90, 790, don't mess up, 790, 810, 830, 850, 870, 890, 910, 930, 940, 950. All right. Man, I've been doing this for I don't know how long, and 50 still catch me off track. Next up is my car maintenance sinking fund. It will be getting $5 today. I did a short on which should be covered in the car maintenance sinking fund, and you guys really enjoyed that. So I think I'm going to start doing more videos like that. But my goal for my car maintenance sinking fund is $1,500. This is how much is in the bank. And in my envelope, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $95. Medical is next. Medical will be getting $30 today. I really want to focus on beefing this envelope up. Now, my overall goal for it is my overall goal for this envelope is $3K. And why is this 20 in the, how did you get out of place, sir? Hold on a minute. We don't have that. Okay. All is well. All right, what was I saying? Oh, my goal for this envelope is $3K. That is just a goal I'd like to reach. That'd be a nice nest egg in this envelope. I want to start working towards that. This is how much I have saved so far. So we'll get there. There's no rush, but you know, over time, that's how much I'd like to have in here. And so in the envelope, I have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240, $250. All right, next is miscellaneous. Now, my goal for this envelope is to keep $250 in here at all times, no more than that. My philosophy is if you have more or you have a lot of money in your buffer or your miscellaneous, then you may want to look at how you're doing your budget. Because if you have that much in there, that money should be allocated to a sinking fund or your emergency fund or savings or things like that. So just something to think about. I keep $250 in here as a buffer. I think that's a nice amount. So if I need to, if I forget to budget for something or I just need some extra cash, I can grab it from here. In this envelope, I have 100, 200, 240, 220, 240, 250. So I've met my goal. I don't have a high yield savings account for it because I'm always using it. But I met this goal, so I don't need to cash stuff it today. All right, next up is home. My goal for this envelope is $3K. I have been saving in this sinking fund since I started cash stuffing. And it's not a rush. It's not a rush, but I want $3K in here just to cover anything I want to purchase around my home. Not an emergency, just things I want to buy around the home. But my goal next year is to get this fully funded at $3K. Like I said, I haven't made it a priority. I have been cash stuffing this envelope for the past 4 years. It is time to get it to its goal and retire it and let it sit in my high yield savings account and bring in another category that I can cash stuff. So I have $22.52 in the bank. And let's see how much I have in the envelope today. It's going to be getting $40. Okay, so let's see where that puts us. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 285. That's $25.37. Oh yeah, I'm $463 away. If I took that $463, let's say, and we're not even gonna say 12 months, but let's just say if I did 12 months, I would need to cash stuff we'll say $39 a month to get this fully funded next year. But that's if I took the whole year. So you guys get the point. So yeah, this will be one of my main priorities next year, and I'll talk about it more as I do my sinking fund plan for 2026. This is going to be the plan to get this one cashed up and retired. All right, next up is my fund category. Now this is another one. I have a high yield savings account for my fund envelope, but as I think about it, all I do is use this when we are, on staycations or we do stuff around home, things like that. It really doesn't need a high yield savings account. So what I think I'm going to do is change that high yield savings account for my fund and just cash stuff it, keep this, and change it to travel. Because that's the sinking fund I need to make sure is going into my high yield savings account, collecting interest on that money until we actually go on vacation. So again, stay tuned for I'm talking these things through as I'm telling you, my mind at the end of the year, I'm just thinking these things through. So stay tuned for my update on my sinking fund video, but I think I'm definitely going to do that. Fund today will be getting $40 because we will be going on winter break soon. And so we'll need cash to do stuff while Mini-Me is on break. So now fund has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 160 in the envelope plus what's in the bank. My goal for this envelope is $500, and just to always keep $500 in there. All right, next up is clothing. This is another envelope sinking fund that doesn't have a high yield savings account. There's no need for it because I'm always spending out of it. Today, clothes will be getting $30. Goal for this envelope is $500. Again, that's just a revolving goal. If I reach it, fine, but I'm always going to use out of it, and then I make my way back to 500. So today it has 100, 152, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70. So we are at $470 in this sinking fund. We're almost at goal, but it is time for winter shopping and after Christmas shopping for clothes and stuff like that. So again, that number will probably go down and I'll build it back up. All right, today I am just going to cash stuff $20 in Amazon. And it has 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, $260 in here. And I'm going to think of a cap for this envelope. How much should be in here? Maybe 300. 300 sounds like a good number, so we'll see. I'm talking through my goals, and I think 300 would be a nice goal for this envelope. All right, and finally, travel. This is the sinking fund that I was saying I will replace my high yield savings account that I have for fun replace that with travel and start putting this money in the bank so it's not just sitting here. It can be collecting interest until we go on vacation. Today, travel will be getting $40. All right. And then in this envelope, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, $370. Not bad. That's really good. All right, so that is my priority binder that we just finished cash stuffing. So now let's get ready to cash stuff my business binder. All right, you guys, so here is my business binder, and here is the amount that I have in my high yield savings account for my business binder. The amount is combined for all of my categories in here. And the reason for that is I've kind of reached my limit with savings accounts. So I don't have that many more savings accounts available. So that's why it's all combined. But I do have it broken down with the amounts that goes into which category. So, I'll have to figure that one out. And that's not a problem. I don't mind combining that one. That's not really an issue. But we'll see. We'll see. So today, post office will be getting $20. As you guys know, this envelope is to make sure to take care of my P.O. box, which is $165 a year. And then this also covers any extra postage that I need when I'm mailing out packages in my shop. I do offer free shipping for $75 and over, but I do have to cover that cost. So that's what I say for in this envelope. All right. And so far, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, $105. Okay, next up is supplies. You guys, I am getting ready for my spring mystery box. When I did my fall box, I took a poll and I asked everyone if they wanted to do a spring mystery box. And everyone said, yeah. Well, the majority of the votes said, yeah. It was like 70% of the votes. So that will be coming out soon. So those purchases and supplies that I need will come out of this envelope. Today, I'm cash stuffing $30, which I put in here. And now we have 1, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370. Dang it. Okay. I thought about the 50 and got off track. Here we go. 1, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 460, 470, $480. Yeah, I'm so excited for the spring box. You guys stay tuned for more details. All right, next up is subscriptions. It is time for cash condensing in here, but it's also time to go through my subscriptions to see where I am as it, to see how much I've been able to save to pay off some of these subscriptions annually. Subscriptions today will get $40. So there's 20, and we'll do 2 10s. All right, so in this envelope, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 758, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 45. So $1,145 in my subscription envelope. Okay, this is my social media envelope, but it's not getting cash stuff today. Budgeting just because we'll be getting $20 today. Yeah, BJB will be getting $20. So we'll do 2 10s. All right, and BJB now has 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, BJB, you got 500. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 510, 515. Very nice, because I do need to pay for my website. All right, Canva is next. As you guys know, I pay for my Canva a year ahead. This is the one that I know for sure is already planned and is already paid for a year ahead. I just paid for July 2025 through July 2026. Okay, so this, what I'm saving for is to pay for the July 2026 through July 2027. Okay, I got myself confused. It's $120 a year. So that's what I'm saving for. And today, Canva will be getting $10. Okay, so now we have 20, 40, 45, 50. So if I'm saving 100, let's see, $120. Yes, I need my calculator. Minus 50. Okay, I got 70 more to go to save by next July. So And then how many months is that? I gotta get on it. That's 7 months. Oh, that's $10 a month. So I'm gonna try to put a little extra in here to try to get ahead, but that's how that works. And then I just pay that a year ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about it. And then lastly is charity. Charity will be getting $5 today. On a goal of $250, I always try to keep $250 in here. And it has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. $225, but I do need to see if there's any donations that's out there I like to contribute to. See if you guys are making, doing anything for the holidays. So stay tuned for that. All right, you guys, so that was my cash stuffing. Oh, these are getting fat. All right, you guys, so that was my cash stuffing video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tell you guys all the time, sinking funds is my #1 priority. They will always get cash stuff. So, but they are getting a little thick, so it's time to do a cash condensing, but I'm going to take care of that. So we can start off fresh for the new year. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family, and hit the like button. If you like this video, please make sure you hit that like button. Drop me a comment and let me know how are things going with your sinking funds and how many do you have. I love sinking funds. This is really, really, most of my categories are in my high yield savings account. I really don't have a lot in my binders, but let me know how many you have, okay? And I will talk to you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye.